folks, it's Constructive Chris. I'm back. So I am finally going to do a video about eBay. I'm going to talk about how I do my shopping. I'm going to talk about, just like things I like and don't like in listings. Starting now with just a little shopping list, some missing pieces and sets that I have. And this is that list that I have right now. So what's on my list? All white man. One of these guys. Head doesn't matter because their heads come off. Woo! I need the torso, which is a separate piece. The legs come off. There. I'm looking really brutal right now. The arms come off, so even if I can part it out, I need this and, ooh, all white. I'm looking for long string. There are two different lengths of string. I was going to show you both to compare, but I couldn't find the shorter length. I know I have one somewhere, but I started looking, and after 5 minutes of not finding which set it's in, it started to get not cozy, so I just stopped looking. But here's the long one. That's it, like all folded up. That's the whole length. That's one string. So I need one of these, and then I need one of the other lengths. The short ones are really hard to find. Oh, I need two of these in black. Brown hair, no pin. If the camera's vibrating and things are shaking, that's because my kittens are not napping right now, and they are like moving the table legs. Also my elbows. Okay, so anyway, are you still watching? Good, thanks. I need brown hair, no pin, and I don't know if it exists. I have only seen it in the art. Yes, I'm holding brown hair right now. I'm going to explain what I mean by pin. So there are two types of heads. There is flat head, and these are both handsome man. See? Ooh, handsome man. So there's flat head, and there's whole head. And whole head fits the pieces that have the little pin in there. See that? And I have a set that just in the art on the mission brief, just in the art shows a brown hair for the figure, and the figure for the set is a flathead. I have seen one example of something being pictured in the mission brief that actually isn't the way the actual set is. How did I figure that out? Looking at lots and lots of different images, and I'm still not sure, but I feel like sometimes these are printed with maybe a subtle inaccuracy. Other things I do look for when I'm shopping on eBay, I like to maybe find some boxes. I'm now starting to try to collect boxes for sets that I already have. I'm looking for a different length of these. These go with the motor set. And there's also a card that shows like what length each of the cord things is and lets you know which one is supposed to go with each build. I have made my mouse pointer extra, extra giant. And now I'm going to try a new technology. Let's get started. So we're in the old eBay.com. Really distracted by this giant pointer that I made for the video. Okay, first tip. You have to search for Fisher-Price Construx. If you just do Construx, it's going to do all the other stuff that Mega did with Construx in the future. And that's a whole other story. Oh, look at that. I can't talk and type at the same time. Fisher-Price Construx. Filter and sort by anything at all, because if you don't like pick a sorting that you do on purpose, you're going to have the same listings keep showing up. So I like to do sort by newly listed. If you hear something that sounds like kittens playing with ball toys in a cardboard box, that would be the kittens playing with ball toys in a cardboard box. All right, now this is something I've been seeing. These things, somebody actually did take the time to put together some sets. These are great listings. They do not have the mission brief. Remember, when I say mission brief, I mean the instruction book. But they actually do show... Oh, this one doesn't. I saw somebody who had it built and not built. You should show it built. Whoa! Is this seriously $9 for these two bits? Oh, I can just send you some. Okay. Sometimes we see that. Sometimes we see just a couple parts that are, listed, maybe seems like a high price. So here's what I say to that. I say, if you really want those parts and just those parts, you do you, boo. maybe look around, see if the seller has... Get off the table! Okay, maybe look around and see if the seller has other parts, and they'll combine shipping. I did see there is a new seller on here that's doing free shipping on parts, which smart for you as a seller, because then you don't have to calculate the shipping, then you don't have to look and see if somebody got multiple orders. And then if you sell more to the same person, I guess it saves you money. Okay, so what else we got here? This has been a listing for a while. I've seen this. I saw this months ago. This is so fun because somebody actually put their little custom build in there. That is not a set. So these, you'll see a lot of these. These are bulk bins, and these I would consider getting if I happen to see some parts in here that are, you know, parts I need. My ultimate goal, my wish, is to get all of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items on my wish list, all from the same seller in the same thing. And then I'll take whatever extra pieces come with it. And if it comes with an extra storage container, bonus. Miles, off the table! Off! No, back! Down! Off! 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 I really tried to start this video while they were napping. Look how cute he is. I really tried. But then there's also doing it while I have energy and good hair. That's not Construx. This is a lovely listing because all the pieces are laid out and I can see everything that's there. Now let's see what we got here. Now this guy has not an all white torso, so that's not going to work. I do see... I guess we'll zoom in here. I do see 2 of these. What good is my giant pointer if you're going to give me this little zoom thing? That's no fun. So I do see a couple of these little, the black things that I need. I love seeing, this is something else that's good to get for a buy, is the mission briefs. And if it's a set I don't have yet, that's really special because that's my starting point. And something else I see in here is one of these alien head plates. I have this set. I have it complete. I have everything I need, except I'm missing one of these alien head stickers. And so that would be appealing to me. This ladder thing there, I don't believe that that's Construx. This is Lego, which is interesting. This guy here is not a Fisher-Price Construx guy. So you can kind of see some of those things. I will not be getting this because I don't like the price. I've gotten lots in similar sizes for a lot less. We have an all-white man, look! Okay, and it's a bid. I'm going to favorite that. I might make a bid on that if I don't find what I'm looking for. A sealed new in-box set. Now that's fun. I don't need it. I'm not looking to spend that today. So we're just going to let that go. This is better. I like the under $100. It's going to be more than that once you get shipping. So, and I see some mission briefs in here. This is good. It comes with a storage bin. That's nice. Now, one of the issues I think I'm going to see with this listing is, yeah, everything's in a pile. So it's a lot of guesswork. I'm not even going to try to get this because even I'm not seeing like the covers on the mission briefs. I don't know what's in there. And yeah, I have no idea of telling what's in here. So that's a no-go for me. I'll close out on that. One thing I will point out though, let me go back to that real quick. This has these pieces in the back, those yellow plate flat things. Those are the dividers for this particular storage bin. This is an awesome storage bin to have if you have the dividers. And I mean, that's what I want. Whoa, check this out. Okay, look. Now this is something really interesting when you're getting an 80s vintage toy, is all the other 80s stuff that could land in here. And look at this. There is vintage Lego minifigures in here. Castle and pirate Lego minifigures in here. Let's look at this zoom in here. Look at this. And these guys are valuable. Couple shields. Now this shield here, that one's broken. That's why it's sitting flat. But we got an M-Tron guy. We got some knights. This is an original pirate set. Now, I don't know if they're super valuable. That's not Construx. That's not Construx. But there is some value to it. This one looks a little chewed on. That's all right. You got Redbeard. That's great. You still need to find, the hats are missing. I'd be very curious if the hats are in here. Now, if you look in this bin, there is definitely some vintage Lego in here. That's exciting because I also collect that. Now, I like to collect complete sets, and these aren't pieces I'm looking for. But I would say for somebody who's into vintage Lego buying and selling, you should really maybe grab something like this. There's a little computer interface Lego piece there for a space set, probably. But yeah, there's also lots of just random junk in here. What is this circuit board thing? Oh, all right, what's our price on this thing? Oh, and, this bin looks really dirty. Oh, folks, I'm telling you, grab a Clorox wipe it down. Just Clorox wipe, just wipe it down. Make it look a little, maybe this has been. But that's just going to make me think that this might, not smell good. That's not cozy. I'm going to favorite it because it's interesting. Sometimes when you favor something, you're immediately going to get a seller offer. And it'll be a few bucks off, and maybe you want to take it. And then also so this one says, or best offer. I've done that. I've made a best offer, and they say yes, or they negotiate, and I get some good deals. All right, this looks pretty good. This is a reasonable amount for, all right, shipping's a lot. It's still under $100, but you're getting a lot of parts. So if you're just starting out, this looks nice. Couple things about this listing I don't like is everything is in a plastic bag, so it's hard to really tell, in here are those suction cups. Oh, these are suction cups. Those are actually hard to find too. But the thing that would keep me from getting this, I don't see any mission briefs in this listing. So I wouldn't recommend this if you're starting out trying to get back into Construx, unless you're totally just freestyling. That's not Construx. That's a no from me. I would not spend $165 on just a lot. This would be a lot more appealing to me if it were broken into smaller buys. Or even try to build the sets that are in here and sell those, or sell the cases separate. Here's a nice starter lot that you can bid on just to get started. Oh, you know what? I'm going to look at this. So this has my little alien pieces. We have a white torso. We have white legs. That's not Construx. Whatever that thing is. Now, when I say that's not Construx, I have no idea what's in, the Mega Construx and the future stuff, but these indicate pieces for that one awesome big space station set. So when you see those, look for the red stairs. I don't see any red stairs, so there's no way that set's in there. Also, they look pretty beat up. These are all the same color. That's how that plate looks when it gets discolored. All right, so I'm seeing alien heads. I'm seeing a long cord thingy here. It could be this size. It could be bigger. So that's good for me. I'm not seeing any string. And I'm seeing a lot of parts. I'm seeing non-Construx things. And I'm just seeing a lot of parts that I just don't need. For $8.99 instead of $2 for $8.99, and free shipping instead of $2 for $8.99. Yeah, when you do a listing, see who else is selling the exact same thing. Here's another listing tip. Okay, this says white. That is good. Because the white beams in pictures, depending on how the picture is, can be really hard to tell from the gray beams. Oh! Is that black or is that green? It's right next to some green wheelie things, so that's green. No mission briefs. That's how my whole collection started. I would look for lots that had instruction books, and then I would just try to find the rest of the pieces. Oh, this is a nice one. Okay. All right, so we have the big orange bin. We have separators in there, which is good. It's missing one, but I have an extra. Now we have a robotics paper thing right beside it, so that's going to tell me that, yeah, we've got pieces in here that are not Construx. But look at all these mission briefs. Y'all, if you're looking to start a collection and get going with some Construx, most of this stuff is Construx. This is a good buy. Whoa, toes! Toes look like they have good hygiene, so that means this might not be too gross. It's not ticking all the boxes. And then it's sealed. 0 bids. Aw. This is great. It's just a pile. That's not Construx. Ooh! Oh, $260. No! Man. All right, look at this. That's the template thing I was telling you about that I'm looking for. And it's got mission briefs. But you know what? I have all these. I think I have that one. I have that one. Yeah, I have that one. And I have this one. I have 2 of these, and I have them complete in the boxes. And I have that one. How is this? Look. Friend. You got some nice stuff here. I would not pay that price. Or best offer. Man. Now, I've said this before, I'll say it again. If they say it's complete, it's probably almost complete. If they say it might be complete, it's not. I'm not excited about this set personally. It just doesn't have enough nostalgia for me. The first thing I look for is in the box, like, what's in here that doesn't belong. Now, looks like everything in here is Construx, so that's cool. But you see how there's a blue knot in here and a wheel? The set doesn't have wheels that I see, but definitely doesn't have blue knots. Yeah, hey, you never know. It might be a complete set with a couple bonus parts, but... And I'm not seeing pictured the mission brief. I will say, this is my particular preference to have these. But these, remember, are not instruction books step by step. The best you can get out of this is different views. It doesn't even have a parts list. This looks nice. Look at this. We got 2 mission briefs. We got a full case. Now, it's just the smaller case. This is not as big as the red case. This is in decent shape. $30 at auction. Yeah. Might get some good stuff in there. Oh, actually, whoa. Okay, so I have these 2 mission briefs and the power function thing, but I'm seeing some things I'm looking for here. That looks like a black connector. That looks like those power function, what are these called? Belts? I gotta ask my partner, he's a mechanic. I really wish, if this thing were spilled out and I could see more of what's in it. I know it took you a lot of time to get all those pieces to fit in this case, but it matters. It matters for me to see the pieces. If that were the case, I would probably make an offer on this, seeing the stuff in here. I like this, but I want to see it. And yeah, I could message the seller, but I need the instant gratification. Like when I'm on here buying my Construx, going for that dopamine fix, I'm here to do it. I'm here to buy, and I don't want to sit around and wait for a reply from the seller. That's just me. I'm not going to do it. Ooh, now this is cool. Whoa. All right. This is the one Alien series set that I would like to have the box for. I don't think I have that box. I do have this set in the box. And in fact, I have 2 of this set complete though, so I could put my other complete set in the box. I'm not seeing the plate with the sticker that I need. And just a reminder, the only place in the whole world where you can get an accurate look about what pieces are supposed to be in a set is right here on the box. It's not by watching my videos, that's for sure. Did you see the Sky Blazer one? This is cool. Whoa, $149.99. $50. Come on. I think the prices on here are a lot higher than they were 4 months ago, and I'm gonna guess that that has to do with me. I mean, me and my 20 subscribers to this channel, we're really driving up the price of Construx. It's gotta be, right? I'm gonna wrap this up because this is like, can take decades. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get cozy. I'm gonna do a little scrolly poo on my phone. I'm gonna do some screenshots and talk through it. Do a little wrap up. That'll be the movie. This is more in line with what I think is good pricing. $35 plus $18.83 shipping for all of this. There's some really good pieces in here. Those red staircases are good to find. Just wish the pieces weren't in bags and you could see them better. I love this lot. $50 includes shipping. You get a container with it, and there's a couple mission briefs that come along with it. Plus, the unique pieces are well laid out so you can see what's there. Another good one, great box. You get your mission briefs, aka instruction books. A lot of pieces, some stickers there, just a lot of good value for, looks like about $65, including shipping. Just wish I could see what unique parts were in it. Not a fancy listing, don't entirely love the price, but the best offer. Sounds like I could make a good offer on this. I like that I can see all the parts, and it has that nice red-orange bin with the dividers that come with it. That's a good value. This one is a fantastic value. It's got the parts laid out so I can see what they have. It's a good listing. The problem with this one, though, is I almost didn't click on it because the first picture, it didn't show everything that was there. Here's some 90s Construx, and you can tell it is because of the font used in the word Construx, and also it is now Mattel, not Fisher-Price. Here's another case of a creative original build. Pretty cool, by the way, but I would definitely not be spending close to $80 for something that's not actually a real set. I like this listing. It's got a lot of stuff here. There are actually complete sets in little bags separated by themselves, and there's a couple carry cases. It's a bit of an investment, but it's a good investment if you're looking to get started, I think. Here's that all-white figure I'm looking for, and potentially the short string. Here's a well-priced set that actually looks like it might be a complete set, and I don't mind that the bags are in the pictures because it's clear that it's a complete set and I'm not trying to find individual pieces. I love this set, and it looks great, and those bags look like original packaging that aren't opened. The price is amazing. I just am not going to get it because I already have it. All these boxes are listed for $250, and that is a lot, but they actually have a lot of pieces inside them. They're near complete sets, and I have those sets, and that would really add value to the sets I already have. I think it would be worth it. Very disappointed to see that it's local pickup only. That should be on like Facebook Marketplace. This is what I decided to get today. It wasn't much. I was a little disappointed not to see everything I was looking for. I got this cute little near complete set with the box and mission brief. I can complete this pretty easily with what I already have. And I got this tiny low-priced lot because it has the all-white man and potentially that short string that I need. Coming soon, I am next going to be creating a video featuring arthritis and Lego. What? I'm actually going to be doing a video comparing the build experiences of Fisher-Price Construx with vintage Lego, with modern Lego, and how they go with somebody who has bad hands. So I have a lot of arthritis in my hands. I also have fibromyalgia, which affects my hands. So I'm going to see which one's best for us. Following that, I am going to take the vintage Lego set that I will be building for that video and adding it with my other vintage Lego Town and Paradisa sets. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour of some of my vintage Lego collection. So that's going to be a fun video I'm really looking forward to. Thanks for watching today. I'll see you soon.